Hello, what is up, everyone? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Staying hydrated. Um, I saw, you know, it seems like so far that the most views I got in a video was my last one on Iron Lung. So I'm glad to see people are actually seeing it. If you guys do end up liking the videos, try like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Um, and we're going to be attempting, or I'm going to be attempting to actually finish the game in this video. I just didn't want the runtime being like super duper long in the last one, so that's why I kind of cut it. Plus, I didn't want to waste the footage that I'd already recorded, so yeah. So, if everyone's ready, then let's get into starting a new game. That's what I remember I died on the last one. Alright, so since we're starting a new one this time, I'll just read this out. Alright, decades ago, every known star inhabitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, subscribers are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom.
Beginning your descent.
Alright, let's see if we can get through this time around.
Stand by.
Sorry if you hear me clear my throat a lot.
I'm seeing some voltage
The
irregularities
air
in the
has
instruments.
been quite dry as of late.
Flames or anything like that.
Since it's finally clearing from like winter to,
Feeling it, but it's still holding strong.
Easing its way into early spring, but
Closing porthole shielding.
not quite there. But yeah, I'm hoping we can sort of get through the game this time. Now that I actually have a better understanding of how the game works. The last time, a large part of what took up extra time was that I just literally didn't understand how the game worked. To be fair, it doesn't exactly hold your hand. Like, it gives you this little stuff in the corner, that's about it. Alright, 2 weeks ago we conducted an exploration of moon AT-5. For the first time since its quiet rapture leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean, a trench beneath the ocean surface has several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. Proximity indicators next to the sub-controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Which, I gotta say, I do appreciate that they added that as a thing, because this game would be pretty much impossible otherwise. Alright, that's for the pictures, right? Alright. Let's see, we gotta go to 322, 186, 33. Well, I guess 33 is not really important yet. That's not really important until you get there. So anyways, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, we're about here. So we just need to sort of head straight. For a decent while, actually. I still have yet to go see the movie, just because, money's a little tight at the moment. But, I very much plan to once I'm able to. Plus, it's not like this is spoiling anything from the movie. In fact, I wanted to play the game first before I went to go see it, just so I'd have a better understanding of the story. Okay, so this is about here, I assume. So let's go up a bit higher. Let's go a little past 200 then. Alright, and then I will turn. Oh, wait. Alright. Alright, cool. Hopefully, we will kind of just make it there. Alright, so we're looking for 322, 186. We do got to clear a bit of an obstacle first, so. Yeah, you keep saying I'm near an obstacle, but I'm trying to move away from it. There we go. Oh, I'm falling away. Alright. Getting close. And you guys shouldn't hear anything since I have the noise suppression on, but if you do, it's just because I have some laundry running in the background. So, I do apologize if you guys are able to hear that. And we just need to get to 322. Well, first, we need to get there. Alright. Oh, wait. I accidentally went a little past it. Second, I stopped paying attention. Alright. 186. Which just means we need to kind of. Oh. Probably gonna make sure I'm not moving too much. That's fine, I can always fix that later. I missed something. Okay, this being a 186 is not intentional. X. Yeah. Oh, I'm moving backwards, that's why. My bad. Alright, it's a little. I just woke up a bit ago, so still a little tired. Alright, 322. Just need to get there. Which shouldn't be too difficult. Which I guess means technically I need to. Go sideways. That's actually what I thought. Alright, that should be good. Alright. 322. Oh wait, I forgot about that angle. I forgot about that. That's definitely a little important factor there since we only have about 10 degrees of, you know, angle that we have to spare, so. Okay, we got that. Now let's see. We need the 378, 263. But, you know, if you guys do end up enjoying the stuff, you know, comment down below what kind of stuff you want to see me play more of, or just play in general. I got about 600 games just in my Steam, so that have kind of accumulated from sales and stuff. So, you know, let me know. There's a good chance I probably have at least one of the games you guys want me to play. Plus, you know, I'm trying to look for stuff that I can make content with, you know. I do want to turn this into a career. It's something I've been wanting to do since I was probably about 10, honestly. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I mean, heck, I'm sure there's plenty of people that would be watching this that have wanted to do it. And honestly, I initially uploaded. I had old channels that I did do. Well, one specific one that I uploaded on, which I can't really say what it is for certain reasons, but um, so it's not like this is my first go around at recording videos, you know. Now, gaming videos, closest thing I've done is live streams, actually. You know, I had thought about maybe doing some live streaming at some point as like an addition to these kind of videos. Since I figured it would kind of help me make some content, you know, you guys would get more of it, but in a way where it makes sense for it to be longer like this. And, you know, for me, I guess it would be an extra stream of income, which is never a bad thing to have, especially in this economy. Alright, 378, 263. Which I guess I think means I need to go like this. And 263. Angle needs to be 50. Oh, a little over. Not as bad as I went over last time around whenever we played. Alright. I'm definitely interested in whatever that thing is. I know some people have done videos where they like are able to kind of look outside of what's in the submarine, which, you know, pretty cool that people are able to kind of do that stuff. You know, I always thought it'd be cool to like make a game at some point, but I didn't go to school for programming. I went to school to learn how to design plans for like building systems and stuff like that. Which, I mean, you can see how that turned out. I don't know. I didn't really want to end up doing like your typical office job, so you know, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so I'm kind of trying to pursue this to the best of my ability. You know, I've tried to do a lot of research and everything, so I'm hoping that I can turn this into a career. If not, I'll probably, you know, try and figure other things out, but obviously it would not have been my preference. But, you know, I didn't exactly come from a home where, like, we had the most money or anything, you know. It's like lower middle class. And, you know, had to move around a lot as a kid. And, you know, I'm trying to avoid that whenever me and my, well, now fiance right now, you know, end up having kids. You know, don't want them to have to move around, have that instability. Wasn't the greatest thing for me, so can't imagine it would be for them either. Game over here jump scaring me. Did not appreciate that. And, you know, as a content creator, I want to be transparent. I mean, I don't plan to show, like, my face anytime soon, especially. Because, you know, that's just for privacy's sake, but... Okay, I get it. You don't need to keep getting louder. Oh, I see. I overshot it. At least in terms of the explorants. Wait. Oh. Oh. No, I did not. I actually just wasn't there yet. I think I went more of a straight line than I thought. Just to help avoid that. There's literally no way I can be that close to the stuff. I'm actively moving away from it. Okay, 259. Y needs to be 406. But I don't know about anyone else. Like, I gotta say, some of my favorite games, honestly, have to be like one of them is like the Norse God of War games. I do want to play the originals at some point. I just haven't yet. I don't have systems for them. Thought about maybe trying to like emulate it at some point or something like that, but you know, who knows if that's even something that you can emulate. Though I imagine you can do that with most games. Hey, 259, 406, and an angle of 296. But you know, if you guys have your favorite game, comment down below what it is. Maybe I'll end up playing it. Let's see, 296. Pretty sure I'm good now. Yep. Just got some weird tubey things. I think I said this in the last video, but it just looks so much like the sandworm from Beetlejuice. Alright. Now we get to the more difficult part, trying to go back through this shit. Which, I guess technically is the most difficult thing, because to the best of my ability, I can try to just kind of turn straight back around. Two 80, 390. Yeah, 280, 390. So X 280 by here plus 390 puts us about here, which means I'm going to actually need to turn down this way. And now I think I should be good. But you know, I'm sure the obstacle detectors will let me know. I gotta say though, one of the most annoying things for me has been those obstacle detectors because of the noise. But, alright, finally in the clear. As far as wall goes, at least for right now. That was weird. Oh. 310, 324. Right, 310. By... I guess that puts me right here. But, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I really like the Norse God of War games. You know, I really loved the Insomniac Spider-Man games. Those were really fun. I actually played through all three of them, and whenever they eventually come out with another one. At least I assume it will, because I know at the very least they're working on like the Venom game. I'm pretty sure, unless something happened where they stopped working on it. But as far as I know, and then I think they were supposed to make a Wolverine game, which those seem like they'd be fun. 846 by 285. So about here and here. So I actually need to turn it this way. Which means I need to get to about this X 75 by 325. Which it looks like it should put me about there, actually. Okay, so I overshot it a little bit, but better to undershoot a lot of the time. I mean, less so in this game, because, in this game, that can mean you're going to crash into something. There we go. That should put me about in the middle of the tunnel, so I guess realistically, play this game, you gotta be like at least decent at reading maps. So that puts me up here. Which I should be able to kind of just go straight. What the? Oh, right. Let's see. I need to get to 560 by 277. Let's see. I'm at 433 by 324. So that puts me about up here, I believe. Back here, so 60 by 277, which means I did not need to make that big of an angle. Yeah, I am hoping we'll get it done today. I'm planning for us to get this game done today. And, hopefully you guys will enjoy this, Try not to make it take forever like it did in the last video. Oh, no worries, just creepy freaking music. Yeah, no biggie. That's close. I feel like I came very close to hitting something. I don't even know how I would have. I mean, you guys see how much clearance I would have had, right? Which means that there might have been some sort of creature. And I'm going to choose not to think about that. Because that is creepy. Thank you very much. 560. Go to 277. So let's face straight up. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like you do kind of have to be at least decent at reading maps for this game, because at least to be able to tell like where you're at the moment. Obviously, not once you get there. I mean, obviously, having coordinates helps a hell of a lot. I will not argue with you there. It does help a lot. But I don't know. I've always personally kind of really liked reading maps and stuff like that. You know, it's cool to see how different games do it. Oh, right. I keep forgetting about the angles because I have to adjust them in order to go a certain way and stuff, so I kind of forget to adjust them once I get to the place. I do like that in the picture you can kind of see part of what I was trying to look at anyways. Which, yeah, giant fish from the looks of it. And whatever this is, I'm assuming a skeleton, maybe? Maybe a giant fish skeleton? Alright, 613, 197. Which I'm right here, so this way. 617, 7. Now this area isn't very difficult because it's, you know, just open space basically. But, you know, obviously there's still a possibility of dying and stuff like that. But let's hope we can avoid any more head-on collisions. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I just heard like a tiny like ding. I mean, not like that, but like it sounded like a rock hit the submarine or something. Though I would be surprised if a rock hit a submarine down here. At least, you know, unless I was like right on the ground or something. 197, so that means I need. Oh, wait, I just realized if I don't want it to change that much, I can just do. If you guys can't tell, I do have OCD. That's why I keep trying to make sure it's like right on the money. Plus, you know, less frustrating that way whenever I need to move. Seven. I need an angle of 55. And got it. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, giant fish skeleton. At least, you know, from this shot, that is definitely a giant fish of some sort. Monster fish, maybe. It is going to be such a pain to go through, like, this area, because I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be an area I can go through, but it is going to be a tight squeeze. That's for sure. Pretty much everything after this is going to be a pain. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, 864, 50, but I gotta get to here first, which is about 750 by, let's say, 260. I do appreciate that a lot of the angles kind of end up lining you up with where you want to go, just minus the one that led me to here. Or I guess minus the one that was before this one that we just did. But pretty much everything else, you know, worked out. Don't like that sound. No, thank you. Alright. Almost there. Not that I'm getting any shots or anything at this angle, but, you know. Should put me about right here, about here. So, I need to go further down like that. I mean, I can already tell we're getting, you know, getting this done a lot quicker than I did the last time. Hopefully that'll be, you know, reflecting in the game going forward. Since I kind of have the method down now. I do appreciate it tells, like, you know, what angle it's at that's, you know, close to you. Because otherwise this would be so hard to tell where I'm going. One of the few times that the frequency picking up is actually kind of helpful. We eventually got to be in the clear. I know we are on one side. Okay, we're getting closer to it. Being in the clear, I mean. Or we're just never going to be in the clear. Alright. It's because we got this area. I can't really start even trying to go closer to the thing until we kind of clear this wall that's here. Only 864 to 58. Let me go out a little further just to be safe. Alright. Got the X angle. I need to be 258. No, 258. Just need to get close enough for the picture. Alright. An angle needs to be 209. Oh wait. Since that should be quite a bit quicker. Alright. Their picture. I'm still trying to figure out what that is. It kind of looks like a... I don't even know. It looks like the inside side of a building. Almost. But I know we have to be kind of looking at the wall here, so... What's down here? You know? Like, was it part of a building or something? Is that part of the lore? Yeah. I don't know. I've never personally, like, actually watched stuff on Iron Lung. I, you know, have the general idea, you know, being stuck in a blood ocean on a moon, you know, being welded in here because this is past the depth that the submarine's supposed to be able to go. So, you know, I got that idea, but I don't know if there's other lore in the outer parts of that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. So I need to get to 300 by about 850. Or wait, 850 by 300. Yeah. Oh, wait. That means. Oh, that actually means I'm almost there. Alright. And then now I can travel to the left. Now I should probably try and get to 800 by 275. Yeah, I mean, like, ideally, you'd want to keep this clear, but I don't think that's, like, physically possible to keep it clear the entire time. Because I have a feeling, you know, this is supposed to kind of let you know, like, hey, this means that I am, you know, going through the tunnel correctly. Because there's certain angles you gotta kind of go through it at. And that indicator picking up means I'm getting a little too close to the right. Which means I need to change my angle. Ooh, we got another leak. I don't think we'd gotten this far last time, so. Finally got clear of that. That means I kind of have to get all the way to about here, which would mean I gotta get to about, for safety, let's say 575 by 225. Oh, what the? Not sure what the hell that was. I know I didn't crash into, you know, at least anything that was within my control. 225. So. Now I should be able to travel just upwards, so. Pretty much. I mean, give or take a few degrees. Oh wait, that means I'm already quite a bit higher than I thought I was, I think. Yeah, so that means I'm at 367, which puts me about. How did I already end up all the way over here? 575, yeah. 367. Swear to God, if you guys comment and put it in the comments. 67, 45. Oh. Yeah, my Y is 367. I don't know, I guess, does that mean I'm about here? I didn't even realize I was that close already, but I'll take it. assuming that's this. So I need to get clear of this first, and then I can focus on trying to get the next picture. Just gotta do a little adjustments throughout, because otherwise you're definitely going to crash. Me and set. Sorry, grab my mic a little bit. That means I should probably be up here. So 623 by 520. Which, I mean, give or take, if, like I said, a few degrees or whatever, we should end up, getting there. Yeah, 63 by 520, so. Oh, that was close. I'm not sure what I almost crashed into. I imagine a wall, but. Let's probably this. Which means that I should turn. Now is when I need to be extra careful because I do not want to have to restart again. I feel like I've already made it so far. And in the end, I don't want it to not matter. And 63, 520, so. Alright. And then angle of 63 degrees. And then this will have been the furthest that we have made it into this game. Let's see, what is it? Ooh, that's fun. More giant skeletons. Can't wait to see what that's from. Since I assume that's what's going to happen. At some point. Alright, so I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, this is the path I need to follow. If I'm wrong, then I'm kind of screwed. But we'll see. Let's see. 375 by 525. Yep. Probably am going to need to go at a bit of a down angle first anyway, so just to make sure I am nice and clear. But you guys watch any good TV shows lately? I've been kind of rewatching through Rick and Morty. And yes, I know the stuff that happened with the creators, but they got rid of Justin Roiland and replaced him with different voice actors, so I'm just happy they didn't keep him around, given the stuff that happened. And I also got my fiance to finally watch BoJack Horseman, which I personally watched about 2 or 3 times because it is a great show. Would recommend. Definitely. Let's see. $375 by $525. So yeah. I do apologize that I keep, pausing it so much. It's just I want to make sure that I get this right because I don't want you guys to have to sit through me having another part in this. So I'm trying to actually make sure that we can complete this, within this run. I'll focus on the Y angle after I get lined up better on the X angle. Oh, that's great. So what do I do exactly whenever that runs out? I assume that's set to not run out until the end of the game, but I mean, who knows? I mean, I guess obviously anybody who's watched the stuff would know, or the developers, but I am neither. So let's try to get to 350 by 5. How does that work? I'm pretty sure. 350. I need to be in more like 375, which I think I said earlier. But I do have some ideas for games that I might play next. And hopefully you guys will end up liking them. Let's see, 375 by 5, which means there. Which it seems like I'm already past that. Because 535 would put us. It's about here, I'm pretty sure. So I think I can kind of just go straight up. Give or take some stuff. I don't think there's anything I need to look out for. Okay, so far it looks like I was right about this being the path I need to go through, so that's good. Okay, well that's fine. Just need to kind of turn away from there. Don't love that noise. But again, that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? It's supposed to creep you out. Okay, So I need to get to about 650. I guess 400. Oh, not 400. 375 by about 650. Right, wrong thing. I said 6. Yeah, 650. Well, that's a good sound. You know, or lack thereof, I guess. That we're not hearing the obstacle detector things go off anymore. That's gonna be a pain. You gotta go all the way down there. I think the way I'm probably gonna go about it is making it to where this is the last one I go to. Oh, shit. I did not even realize there was a fire. Bad fires. I'm not sure what caused it to set on fire. I mean, I guess there could be several things in a situation like this. Alright. I think I'm good. For now. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try and do that one last. Though, honestly, maybe I should do. Yeah, no, I'll do that one last because that one's the furthest away. So, I guess let's try and take care of this one real quick. So, 325 by 741. Let's see where were we currently though. So 371 by 650. Which place is it's here, I think. So we just kind of need to go up to 325. Which place is this? This way. Anybody else? I'm feeling pretty good so far. You know, minus the fire and the leaking pipes or oxygen, whatever it is. I mean, I guess technically they are pipes either way. Okay. I just, I love hearing the monsters or fish or whatever they are that are roaming around. Just feels great with the, the thalassophobia and everything. Thalassophobia. 325 bits of. That's honestly would be like my nightmare in real life. Still not the most fun thing in a game either, but it is especially scary if I was to like do this in real life. More so, just like you gotta. Well, for one, obviously you're stuck in here, but also you gotta wonder like where did all the blood come from? Because as far as I know, that's supposed to be like an anomaly or something like that. Like, are the fish that are currently alive just the ones that survived after a huge bloodbath or something? What the heck is that thing? I don't think I want to stick around to find out. 180 by 576. Whip it into reverse, basically. Except not in reverse, I guess, technically. I guess I probably should have figured out what angle I need to get out over here, so let's just say, to be safe, 300, yeah, 300 by 650. That's what I love to hear. Or, you know, love to hear the absence of. In terms of, I hate hearing those. Or the absolute detection system. Oh, push out a bit. There we go. Alright. I don't know why I'm being so precise with this one, because this is an A1 picture. Alright. So that will place us 650. That places us about here, which means I need to go about a little bit of an angle up this way. Aside from that, we are just about lined up. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no way to get rid of these. I don't know, let me see. Does this do anything? Does not appear to. Also, I mean, for most part, it's a pretty shitty thing to throw us in here, but at least they provided us with a seemingly unlimited fire extinguisher. So let's see, about 260. Go about 250 by 660. Here now. Not to the picture yet, but you know, in the tunnel where we will be going to go get it. Between to kind of go straight for right now. And be careful not to go too far because that'll crash into the, you know, crash going forward games. And I'd like to avoid that happening again. It's happened, I think, about 2 or 3 times in the last time we played. Let's see. Where do I need to get to, anyways? Let's see. I need to get to about 200 by 660. Okay. It's a good sign to change my angle. just hearing these noises I'm not a huge fan of. Trying to get down to 180 by 576. This is definitely meant to be extra stressful to go through. Can't say I particularly appreciate that. Another leak. That's great. Let's see if we can just get the picture from here. No, I'm not a huge fan of that. Alright, 184. Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm going to book it out of here to the best of my ability without crashing. I just got a thing for photographing the anomaly, as the game so graciously put it. Sorry, I got the chills a little bit. So I am genuinely afraid of dying in this game because then I'll have to reset. So let's get back to 200 by 660. Not sure what that was. Doesn't sound good. I'll tell you that for sure. This is finally fucking calmed down. That was intense. Oh, I was looking at the map wrong, I think. Right? No, I wasn't. What the hell? What the hell? I guess I'm further along than I thought. Did the anomaly cause me to teleport or something? That would be creepy. 290. Let's see, 290 by 660. That's where I'm at. Oh, so I'm right here. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. So I just need to go about right across, really. I probably should get that first. So let's see, about 450 by 700. Sorry if I don't have as much to talk about right now. But, you know, I have been talking for like an hour. I do plan to make some like videos with it too. You know, if you guys would find that entertaining. I do have people I can make videos with. So, I mean, I'm gonna do it either way because I feel like people would probably like that. But plus, I feel like I'm somebody who kind of works better if I can bounce off people. You know, I feel like I'm kind of not alone in that. You know. So 450 by 700, which means I can kind of go straight minus, you know, going down a little bit. No, I don't need to go down that far. How am I still that close to it? Just change the angle. Please don't let me crash. I've been through so much to get to this point. Where am I even? Um, oh, yeah, so that makes no sense. All right. I'm sorry I get lost so much. Yeah, there's nothing there. What? Well, I mean, I don't know for that for sure, I guess, but. What am I supposed to do? That's 450. About right there. By 720. That's 25. 20 right here. Yeah, there's nothing there. I mean, at least not right at that angle. Is there something outside or something? Oh. Shit. Well, I guess that makes more sense now. That's great. Fuck me then. I guess the creature or whatever it is does not want me going there. I'm not nervous. You guys are nervous. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't want to have to redo all my progress, but I mean, I have to assume that's just part of the game that you're supposed to run into that thing. Is that thing still messing with my shit? I mean, I hope not, because I don't know how else I'm supposed to get through here, but. Okay. I do wonder for that fish, like, did they make the whole model for it, or is it just the eye? You know? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to. Alright. That, I believe, means we're in the clear finally. Well, relatively speaking. 525, 700, 690. So 525. Okay, so I set this about here. Because we're going to kind of just keep going straight for a little bit until I reach about 575 by 700. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm definitely dying down here. Which, I mean, it's a horror game, so I kind of figured. Oh, shit. Kind of just taking a picture anytime something interesting happens. That's great. That's great. Just got blood leaking in. Love that. Love that. Okay, so that means I should turn. Till I get to about here, which is 575 by 750. That was very nice that I happened to work out. Hopefully I can get this done before it fills up with blood. So honestly, you know, seems like that might happen. Okay, so now I need to turn until I get to about, let's see, 675 by 775. Almost at the end of the game. I mean, I imagine we're kind of in the clear at this point, but don't want to jinx it. I think now I just need to get to about 800. I don't know why I keep saying hundo. I guess just because it's quicker. Alright, and then I need to get to the angle of 295. Alright, you guys ready for what I'm assuming is the last picture of the game? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's a little underwhelming. I mean, the fish was like... Oh, I don't... I guess I didn't get it. Oh, 828. Might be... Oopsies. Alright. Now I go to 295. Alright. Yeah, I should be good now. Alright, now... Damn. Just get shit on me. Assume I was supposed to see that face on, but I was at a bit of an angle because I was about to go to the camera thing. How did it just break through? I mean, I guess maybe the submarine kind of burst, but... Alright. Now for 2. The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse. Its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, ... what's left of it, ... is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. ... Just got an achievement called Beyond the Veil for finishing the game. Alright, we officially have reached the end of the game. Full playthrough. No retries this time around, which I am very happy about. But, hopefully you guys enjoyed that playthrough. Got a full playthrough. First try. Well, not first try. Definitely not first try. This is probably like my 6th try. If we're including last time, which, it'd be weird if we didn't. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. A little better about it, And hopefully you'll remember to like, subscribe if you liked the video. And maybe put on the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this, I hope I will see you back next time. So, I will see you next time, and peace out.